It's not desperate or pathetic to want to find a partner or someone to love, or there is that kind of energy where it's like, look at me, I'm here on display and I'm waiting for you to claim me. And it's just like,
Yes.
ooh, I don't like that. Like,
I
why can't we just be
know.
like cool first? Like, don't.
I wish we'd go back to when guys are just always walking up to you when you're out. Like, could you imagine? Oh my gosh.
Obviously, as a woman, would like the men to approach me. But nowadays, it hasn't been happening. Feels like the roles have been switched. Men are expecting women to approach them and be the first one to make the move. I don't know what happened, to be honest, but I feel like it's the generation.
Does it kind of upset you how it is these days?
Yes, it upsets me very much. It makes dating very, very hard.
You would wish that guys would approach more.
I mean, the right guy, obviously.
Men have walked away and modern women are losing their minds. We've got a video for you here today from Man Reacts. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
You know how men approach women these days? It's so bad. Do you know how men approach women at bars these days? Oh, you'd think, oh, they're gonna get you a drink. No. Oh, maybe they don't have the money. Are they gonna like come up to you and say hi and tell you that they just saw you from across? No. You know what they do? They do this. Okay, imagine I'm like 100 to 50 feet away from you. And I'm in a group of like men, right? I'm talking to my boys.
In the instance that she's describing, men aren't going to approach because she's hanging out with her quote-unquote guy friends. Even if that wasn't a red flag within itself, men are not going to approach because of the unnecessary drama that could come with walking up to her.
That's what they do. They literally like that. This is how they hit on you. This is how they hit on me. Bitch, fuck off. What the? They will do this for an hour. They will make eyes at you, practically tuck their little hair behind their little ear for hours. Not once will they approach you. Not once. Not once. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking kidding.
You can tell that she's exaggerating. Men are not just staring at her from 150 feet away, smiling and playing with their hair. That is something that modern women do to try and attract a very small percentile of men, and they'll act like it's somehow a sign for a man to come over. It's ridiculous.
Do you wish that men would approach you more?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. I like being approached because it shows that they're taking initiative, and I like that attitude.
Did your boyfriend approach you? How did you guys meet?
No, I actually approached him.
Yes, I feel like now it's a lot of like men are more I don't want to say timid, but like a little more timid and shy.
Oh, yeah, I agree too. I wish they approached us more because I feel like nowadays it's honestly really hard to meet people too. Meeting people is like through apps now, like to join Facebook groups, dating apps.
People are meeting each other through apps because modern women insist on it. They assumed that the apps would do all of the work for them, and now that they're not working anymore, they just assume men are going to take over. That's not happening.
I wish it was like more like whenever everyone just like would approach each other and talk.
Where would a guy approach you that you would feel most comfortable?
I was putting myself in areas where I thought I would find like-minded people. So like walking on the trail here, coffee shops, bars that I like.
Probably on the trail. I think gym too, if it's a little bit more conversational.
Modern women told men to never bother them at the gym, at the bars, or when they're hiking, or doing whatever really. And now they're turning around and saying that's where they want men to approach them. But men aren't stupid. You can't shame men for approaching and then beg them to start again.
One thing I will never understand, and it's such a lame shooting your shot approach, is when a guy will follow you, then he'll like 3 of your pictures, and that's it. That's it. That's the extent of him shooting his shot. Are you a girl? Was I supposed to see that and then I message you? God! If you're gonna follow me and spam like my pictures, shoot me a fucking DM. Cause this is gonna go nowhere. I'm not going to follow you back, and I'm sure as hell not DMing you first.
He's only complaining because the men following her social media are men that she doesn't find attractive. If it was an attractive man who was following her, then you know that she'd be sending him a DM in the hopes that he would reply. But anyone else needs to put in more effort to get essentially no attention at all anyway.
It's the most stupid approach. There's no way this shit works. Like, I don't know you, so why would I follow back a stranger that followed me and liked my photos? Like, The only reason I'd follow you is if you sent me a DM and for some reason it caught my eye, and now I'm going to be like, okay, let me follow back, let's start talking. Which, mind you, for me personally, that doesn't happen, but I know a lot of girls respond. This is like the most pussy, non-masculine way to shoot your shot. It actually grosses me out, and whatever chance you had, it's gone now. Like, I seriously need y'all to grow up. Shoot your shot like a fucking man.
If a modern woman ever says that men aren't DMing her, that's just a straight up lie. She just disregards the men that she doesn't want to date. They are completely invisible to her.
So I'm packing to go home tomorrow and took a break and saw this video clip of a guy saying women are not properly signaling to men that we are available to approach. And like back in the day, they used to drop their handkerchief, however you say it. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so it's back on us now. In my mind, if I drop my handkerchief, then I have to bend down and pick it up, and then I gotta sanitize my hands.
She's complaining that dropping a handkerchief next to a man she finds attractive is too much work. But if a woman isn't even willing to put in the minimum amount of effort to show her attraction, then why should a man put in a move? And let's be honest, guys, a man putting in a move these days represents a lot of risk.
And then I need to go find Kleenex, and then I have to go home and wash my handkerchief. Can't you just like come up and say hi? Why? That takes way less effort. I'm tired. Just come up and say hi.
If a woman is too tired to walk up to a man and say hi, let's be real, she just doesn't want to. She wants the man to do it. And again, guys, I would have no issue with men doing the approaching, but approaching these modern day women is simply not even worth it.
I have only been approached by a man in the wild one time, and let me tell you, it shook me to my core. And I haven't stopped thinking about it. This was a few years ago. I walk into a bar with a friend, and a guy sitting at the bar turned, looked at me, and gave me the "I'm gonna talk to you" vibes. I am the world's worst flirter. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how bad I am at flirting. And so I froze like a deer in the headlights, like literally frozen. I walk up to the bar to order my drink, okay? And this man walks straight up to me and says, "Hello, my name is Jim."
This is what's weird about this story. She remembers with stunning accuracy a story about some dude approaching her in a bar, but they're not together, they're not dating, married, or anything like that. This just proves that approaching is about the validation and nothing else, really.
Luckily, my friend stepped in and was like, "Hi, this is Katarina. She's so great," because I was frozen. We played some eyeball tennis back and forth in the bar for like an hour. And he came up to me and bought me and my friend a drink and got my number and was so respectful. And I was actually in complete shock because I didn't know this happened in real life. Granted, this happened to me 2 years ago and it was the only time it's ever happened to me. But men, this is the power of approaching a woman in the wild because I truly have not gotten him out of my mind.
The problem is that she was only awestruck because an attractive man approached her. If any average guy does the same thing, it immediately goes from amazing to creepy. And men have better things to do than be labeled creepy for approaching the wrong woman. So no thank you.
I just went to lunch to Kroger to go grab some fruit. That's what I eat for lunch a lot. And I had this very young, I want to say a young man, but he was still a child. Like, I probably have 3 kids older than him. And not only that, on top of that, like, I could be a grandmother anytime now. Like, that's how I have kids old enough to make me a grandmother.
Even when a man does approach with confidence, she can't stop herself from complaining that the guy was too young. There are far too many rules within rules, and if any one of them are broken, she'll have a complete meltdown and talk smack about the guy for no reason.
So, he's asking for my Instagram, my IG. At first he's like, "How old are you, ma'am?" And I was like, "I'm 40. I'm 40. And he's like, "Well, can I get your Instagram?" I'm like, "No, bro. No, you can't." And he's like, "Well, what do you do for?" I was like, "Well, I'm an accountant, okay? And not the spicy kind, the regular kind." And he's like, "Oh, I was thinking about going to like TCC and doing some classes," which there's like a community college right next to the Kroger. And I was like, "Yeah, you should do that." And
That guy seemed pretty harmless. He found this woman attractive and wanted to get to know her, and she couldn't be bothered because he was too young for her, which is fine. She's entitled to her preferences, but this guy has done literally nothing wrong, and she's still whining.
He's like, nah, but for real, can I get yours? I'm like, bro. I was like, no. No. I was like, I'm super flattered. I just wanted to keep calling boy, son. Like, I was like, honey, I'm flattered, but like, no. I am way too old for you. But what's really sad about this is that probably 16-year-old kid has more fucking nuts than most of the grown men out here. Because I don't ever get hit on in public, ever. By men, apparently. Grown men. Grown, my age appropriate men. So, y'all need to do better. Shit. And that was just the grocery store. I was just in the parking lot. Like, damn it.
That's because grown men know better. They see a 40-year-old single mother of 3 kids who are old enough to be having kids of their own, and they see nothing but red flags, trust issues, baggage, and so on. That's not exactly attractive to most men.
So I saw this video the other day, and I thought it was so funny because I related to it so much. There was a woman, and she was out with her friends, and she was like, someone better hit on me tonight. I'm sick of this. And I was like, man, I feel you so much. Because I never get hit on in person. Like, I get a lot of messages online and stuff, and I'm single, so I'm on dating apps, but just like at the grocery store, men don't just come over and say hi, like, how are you doing? They don't do that anymore.
Men don't flirt at the grocery store because modern women demanded that men don't do that under any circumstance. They set up the game so that men have far too much to lose if approaching goes south, so why would men bother when the stakes are so damn high?
And so when I do meet men, and I ask them, I tell them, like, I don't usually get hit on in person. Would you, if you saw me at the store or wherever, would you come talk to me? And sometimes they say yes, but a lot of times they say no. And it's usually for one or two reasons. The first reason is because they assume I'm not single, which, like, sir, I'm walking around here with a ring-free hand. Like, why are you over there assuming things? But the second reason is because they said that women find it too aggressive and they don't like it. And I'm like, who are these women?
She's either incredibly blind or profoundly arrogant. Modern women never pass up an opportunity to tell men to never approach them. They literally repeated it day after day for decades, so men stopped approaching. Now they can't stop complaining about it.
If he's asking you out for coffee as a first date, go ahead and block him right now. Quickly. Men only ask women out for coffee for the first date if 1, they're cheap, and 2, he's not actually sure he's interested in you. Don't you want a man that's sure he's interested in you? I've heard from the horse's mouth themselves. Men have told me they only take women on coffee dates if they're not sure they want to pursue the girl. So at the end of the date, if he changes his mind, if he gets the ick, he says, well, at least I only spent $20 on coffee. I know that you know you're worth more than $20 for coffee, whether he's sure or not. So get rid of him, babe. Your husband would never.
It's impossible for a man to be sure that he wants to take a woman seriously before a first date. That's why coffee dates are a good idea, and men oftentimes do these. It's low effort, low stress, low cost, and you can weed out the women who are just trying to use you for resources. But these women determine their own worth on how much a man is willing to spend on her. Not a great plan. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.